Hello and a very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to today's market outlook. How was your day yesterday? So, for yesterday's market analysis, we started the day with a very docile economic calendar, and markets was not really moving much. However, towards the US market trading session at about 10 p.m., we saw gold prices spiking up to a high of 2,049 US dollars, and then after it came back down to a low of 2,019 US dollars. Okay. So this was what happened to gold prices yesterday. So before we have a detailed analysis on the MT4 charts, let us have a look and see what is coming up for today's economic calendar. So basically, today's economic calendar is a mixed batch of economic data, mostly on the minor impact results and minor impact events. So today at 2 p.m., we will be having the claimant count change from the UK and also the unemployment rate numbers from the UK. Basically, the claimant count change is pretty much similar to the US unemployment claims data, which is announced in the US on a Thursday evening. And for the UK, it will be announced today at 2 p.m. So basically, the claimant count change will take into account how many British citizens are seeking for the government's assistance to sustain their living. Okay, so unemployment rate numbers for today, this afternoon. From the UK, it is expected to come in at 4.2%. Any reading below 4.2% will be a positive note theoretically for the UK pound, and any reading above 4.2% will theoretically mean that the economic situation and also the employment situation in the UK is not doing that great and should theoretically be bearish if the data is more than 4.2%. Okay, so moving to 5 p.m., we will be having the ZEW economic sentiment data or reports coming out for the Eurozone and also for Germany. Both are coming out at 5 p.m. Towards 6 p.m., we will be having the National Federation of Independent Business Small Business Index. This is from the US tonight, and this will come in at 6 p.m. And towards 8:30 p.m., we will be having the Core Producer Price Index numbers at 8:30. The final economic data for today would be the Conference Board Leading Index numbers coming up from the UK, and this will be released at 9:30 p.m. So the US dollar continues to strengthen ever since last Friday's non-farm payrolls data strengthened the US dollar, and on Monday itself, it continues to consolidate and ended on a bullish note. Okay, so this was the US dollar index yesterday. Towards the morning session, Asian trading session, it was still consolidating. It stood around for about 4 to 5 hours, consolidating on this support line, and towards 9 plus 5, 14, 2 p.m. The US dollar strengthened, and only towards this one at 1400 plus 5, 19, which is 7 p.m. The US dollar weakens back, consolidates, finds the support, and then after pushes back up. Okay, so it was mostly a consolidation phase, but it was a bullish consolidation. So 2 p.m. as the US dollar strengthened, we do see the UK pound weakening. Okay, this is the one. So the UK pound weakened at 2 p.m. from 1.3069 to a low of 1.3024, coming down 46 pips. And towards the US trading session at about 7 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the UK pound strengthens again as the US dollar was weakening. The UK pound goes up from 1.3023 all the way to 1.3103. Okay, moving up 80 pips. So again, although yesterday's economic calendar and the beginning of the markets was mostly pretty docile, just going up 30 pips in the morning session for the UK pound, it started to get active towards the UK trading session and also towards the US trading session. Okay, so yesterday overall there was about 50 pips down and 80 pips up, about 130, 150 pips movements for us to catch some good profits. Okay. So as of this morning, you can see the UK pound moving up about 29 pips as the US dollar index, as the US dollar is weakening about 18 points. Okay, so moving on to euro dollar. Euro dollar also was mostly bearish yesterday as the US dollar was consolidating in the bullish trend. Okay, So for the euro dollar, again, it moved down from 9 plus 5, 14, 2 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, coming down 52 pips. And then after pushing back up about 50 pips, and only during the US trading session, it weakens a further 52 pips. Okay. So overall, the euro dollar moved down about 61 pips for yesterday's market. So for today, we should be expecting the US dollar to again continue its consolidation. Be a bit aware as of this morning, just now. It looks like it's having some difficulty surpassing this level of 93.66, and currently it is pulling back. Possibly will do some consolidation, and if it breaks this uptrend line, this dynamic uptrend line, it could come back down to test these levels again of 93.29, or if it manages to find some good support, it can go to the next target level of 93.76. Okay. Likewise, if the US dollar weakens, we could see the UK pound strengthening a little bit, possibly to back to the higher levels over here at 1.3161, which is about 76 pips to the upside. And if it does weaken back, we are looking for the UK pound to test the immediate support at 1.3065, which is about 25 pips down. And if the bearish move is even more drastic, we could see the UK pound pushing back towards the 1.3017 levels, which is about 72 pips to the downside. Okay. Similar story to the euro dollar. If the US dollar begins to weaken further, we could see the euro dollar pushing back up to this resistance levels of 1.1794, which is about 50 pips to the upside. And if the US dollar continues to strengthen further up, we could see the euro dollar pushing down to the next support levels of 1.1723. Okay. So yeah, that is for the US dollar index, UK pound, and also euro. For gold prices, yesterday gold prices was very quiet throughout the Asian and UK trading sessions, and only started to become active during the US trading sessions at about this candle at about 9 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The gold prices moved up from 2032 US dollars all the way to a high of 2049. So it went up 17 US dollars before pushing back down to touch a low of 2019 US dollars. So it was around about 30 US dollars movement down. Okay. Currently, gold prices are still on a slightly bearish mode. Again, ever since last Friday, when the non-farm payrolls data was better than expected. It strengthened last Friday's economic data, continued to strengthen the US dollar, and therefore we do see the gold prices having a slight bearish run. Okay. So for gold prices, again, it is finding good support over here at 2015 US dollars. If it breaks this level, possibly the next level down would be moving towards, let's have a look, moving towards these levels of 2005 US dollars, which is about 15 US dollars to the downside. And if it does manage to find some support and push back up, the immediate resistance will be at 2033 US dollars, which is about $15 to the upside. And if it does push further up, of course, we are looking towards this resistance at 2047 US dollars. Okay. So for silver prices, again, silver prices has gone a bit quiet again. Yesterday it moved up at about 1 p.m. and also at about 8 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. So currently, silver prices are also consolidating within this high and also within this low. Okay, so not much of a movement yet. S&P 500 continues to consolidate on a slightly bullish trend, as it is still pushing up further and higher. Okay, so oil prices is still pretty quiet. For yesterday, oil prices just traded within a range of about $41.35 and to a high of $42.46, which is about $1.10 range. Very tentative, very quiet still. I would say the oil markets and also possibly for commodities, the markets are waiting for the ongoing negotiations regarding extra stimulus for COVID-19 aid. We call it COVID-19 deal. Okay, so Yeah, so I guess today's market will still have some movements coming up towards 2 to 4 p.m. and again 7 to 9 p.m. And of course, in terms of yesterday's job results, economic data, job openings, the job opening and labor turnover survey saw 518,000 job openings being created, rising to accumulatively to 5.9 million as of the last day of June. And of course, latest update regarding the COVID-19 aid, U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin are open to negotiations. Okay, so if negotiations succeed, this will be the fifth stimulus package approved by Congress to support the economy. So bear in mind that more than 3 trillion US dollars of stimulus has been approved since early this year. So this package is going to add to that overall debt bill. Okay, so while although negotiations didn't go well for the last couple of weeks, Donald Trump signed some executive orders to approve some short-term stimulus measures to support the citizens and also the economy over the weekend. Okay, so these are the events that are coming up today. Again, if you're trading at UK pound, watch out for the 2 p.m. announcement, and possibly we could see some movements on the UK pound as early as 1 p.m. all the way until 3 or 4 p.m. Okay, and of course towards the evening, watch out for the 7 to 9 p.m. 7 to 9 p.m. Trading hours. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the next market updates. Take care, keep in touch, and see you.